Hello again, and today I'm going to be teaching you a little bit more about frankincense. Frankincense, Boswellia, is the king of the oils, so it's known as the king of the oils, and the reason for this is it is a very precious oil. It comes from the Middle East, or we get ours from Somaliland, and it's a very precious plant. They grow out in the desert. You'll have one spindly little tree, and it will have been handed down for centuries from family to family. Extremely precious. We actually get the frankincense oil out of the trunk, and you can only tap the tree to a certain extent before you ring back the tree and have to stop. So we can only take a very small amount of the oil out of the bark, and that's the reason why a bottle of our frankincense oil retails for $132. So very, very precious oil. Now, from an emotional perspective, frankincense is my favorite oil for grounding. So lavender is very calming, almost sedating. Frankincense, in contrast, is grounding. So if you're feeling uptight, stressed, anxious feelings, irritable, but also if you're feeling down, so depressed mood, frankincense can really help to balance those emotions, balance that mood. So the ways that I like to use frankincense personally is, again, I pop it in my diffuser. It actually makes the most incredible blend with lavender. I'll usually use 2/3 lavender, 1/3 frankincense because it's a base note. It's one of the earthier oils. You always want to use a little bit more of the high mid notes and a little bit less of the base notes. So if you've got 3 oils, for example, a third is a great place to start. So if you're just using lavender and frankincense, then 2/3 lav and 1/3 frank. Or if you get some of the other oils like bergamot, ylang ylang, that type of thing, you could add a third of one of those oils in the middle for a really grounding blend. So in the diffuser, really lovely to calm you after a stressful day at work, to ground you and help you move into restful sleep. And the other way I really like using it is topically. So again, putting it into my body oil with my lavender before sleep, or also putting it in the roof of your mouth. If you've been to one of our introductory workshops, then you might have heard about it being anti-inflammatory for the brain. So what we can do is we can take just a little bit of our frankincense, put it in the roof of our mouth, or underneath the tongue. It's not a delicious one that you really want to add to your chocolate, but what that does is the sesquiterpenes in this frankincense, they're a unique compound which cross the blood-brain barrier, and what that's been shown to do is actually reduce inflammation in the brain. And sometimes when we're looking at different conditions of the brain, what it's believed to be is that there is an inflammatory process occurring between the neurons. So having a drop of frankincense and popping it in the roof of the mouth can help with that. So I recommend giving it a try. Hope you enjoyed frankincense, and we'll see you soon.